Hey guys, Yegu here for Game Therapy, and I thought I would talk a little bit tonight about those of you with Disc Priest that maybe have not been playing the entire expansion like I have not, and maybe you want to jump back in and you're wondering if now is a feasible time to do it, if it's even worth it, if it's possible, how far behind you're going to be. Yeah, I thought I would talk a little bit about that and let you know what's going on. Alright, first things first, talents. I haven't really changed any of my talents that I started with, except to do a few boss fights the other night. Um, and as you guys probably know, these are all pretty much situational. Um, I used to love Divine Star whenever it actually did damage, but now it doesn't do damage to enemies, so it's not useless, but Cascade is prettier. Um, for now, I like Words of Mending. It's probably Clarity of Will is probably gonna be better for you. I just like this one because since I'm just now getting back into healing on my priest, I'm kind of lazy and I don't want one more thing to worry about at the moment. So I'm using this for its passive ability. It saves me from having to throw another Prayer of Mending on someone if it shoots out. But again, Clarity of Will is going to be better, and I will switch back to that once I get my new play style down, because it's definitely the throughput is going to be better on the Clarity of Will. And then, so I hit 100 last uh, Friday, I believe, and I was around eye level 570 something. I had my heirlooms up to 100. It only took maybe a day and a half to go from 96 to 100, just running dungeons, just LFR. Oh, not LFR, but just running dungeons. So since you're a healer, you get quick Qs, and if you have the heirlooms up to 100, and then if you buy some of these potions from your garrison for 100 garrison points, they increase your experience by 20%. Then you're gonna blaze through the last levels, and you'll be 100 before you can turn around and blink or whatever. And as far as gear goes, some of the stuff I did purchase in the auction house because Krisha is the auction guru. That's where I get most of my gold from. I just take it from her. And so a lot of stuff is bought on the auction house. And then some of it, like this item right here, you get from the Time Walker dungeons, where you get these, where are they? Time Warp badge from. And you get a 500. The first dungeon you get like 500 of them, and this stuff is really cheap. It's like 25 points, 25 coins. And then of course the legendary band. This is from the Dire Brew dungeons that were going on right now, and this is like 75 of the coins. So I mean, it's really easy to get gear right now. And then just jump into a dungeon and it's no problem. I only wiped once because I got a little bit too cocky and was just kind of hopping around, and all of a sudden everybody's dead except for me. So don't do that. Just focus, pay attention to what you're doing. Don't get too cocky because it doesn't take much for someone to stand in fire, and you have to be aware of that. But as far as raids go, I did participate in our guild raid Friday night. I was one of 3 healers doing some normal high maul, I believe it was, and I have some of that footage for it. I'll show it to you. And just to let you know, one of the paladin main healers, he's not much better geared than I am. He's about 690 rather, and my eye level now is 659. I believe it was 656 when I ran the raid, and he was barely out healing me. So the only thing that is kind of detrimental is trying to get used to once more just being a shield spammer, because I mean unfortunately that's what a lot of raids look for when they see a disc freeze, as someone who can pre-shield and absorb all that damage that's going to be going out. So I do miss being the the DPS healer. It was fun last expansion, and I kind of hope we go back to that because I do like going pew pew a lot. Pew pew. So yeah, enjoy the footage, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And there you go. As you can see, I'm only a few million behind healing of the other two healers and 24k HPS. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and see you next time.